Hi guys, it's Lena. I'm here today to talk to you about Dubsado, a client management system that helps you store everything client related in one place. So all your emails, contracts, documents, questionnaires, pictures, whatever you have on your clients, invoices, payments, everything in one place saves you a lot of time in your day-to-day work, helps you keep track of everything, and automate the parts that you do over and over again. So most of you do not know me. I am a tech VA, virtual assistant specialized on systems and processes, and I've been working with Jennifer for the last couple of months and help her with a lot of her back-end work. So obviously the TCD relaunch was really big, but website maintenance in general, then things like invoicing, her courses, her videos, all that stuff. And we recently switched Jennifer over to Dubsado, and she told me that some of you might be interested in that too, that it would work well for you guys' business. So here I am talking to you about it and how you might want to use it for your business. So I'm just going to give you an overview. You pop in any questions that might come up in here or reach out to me directly, and I'm happy to answer all of them later on. Just let me know what you think and if there's more you want to know about it. So I'll share my screen and we'll dive right in. Here we go. We're already inside Dubsado. One thing you have to know, Dubsado organizes everything into projects. So your clients will be projects basically in here. You can see that we have two projects, a lead project and a job project. So everyone new would come in as a lead, and then as soon as you move them into a real contract, into a real job, you would convert them into jobs. You can add more different statuses within jobs. You can create tags that help you differentiate between different projects, but we'll come back to that later. Before we dive in, I wanted to show you where all the magic's happening. So that's templates. Go over to forms. These are our 5 main templates that you'll be using. Obviously, contracts, you guys know this. That's where it all starts. So it's super easy to set up your contracts in here. It's a drag and drop logic. So you just take whatever you want, drag it in here, upload pictures, text boxes, questions, whatever you want, fill it in. Then we have some smart fields that would be populated from the client information, like name, things like this, so you don't have to change it for every new client. And then at the end of the signature fields, I'll show you what it looks like for a client. This is what they would get. And then they can just simply sign down here. It's an e-signature, it's valid, it's legally binding. You would get a copy, they would get a copy, and then the contract is closed. Super easy to send out right from Dubsado with a link, or via email or client portal. I'll show you guys that later. Then we have sub-agreements, very similar logic. So for everything else you might want a signature on, I don't know, photo release forms, NDAs, whatever, you would just create a sub-agreement. We have questionnaires, similar logic, drag and drop, everything you want to know from your couples. You can ask them in here. You can have them upload files, post links. You have drop-down menus, yes and no questions, open-ended questions. Whatever you feel like, they can save their progress. So if they need to discuss some things, they can just simply come back later and pick up where they left off. It's mobile responsive. They can see it on their tablet, computer, wherever. And when they're done, they just send it back over to you, and you have everything like files, videos, whatever they share with you inside Dubsado. And we have proposals, and this is really, really awesome. So before you dive in, give them a contract and everything, you might want to share a proposal. I'll show you what it looks like. You can share your different packages with them, describe them a little bit, add-ons, whatever it is that you do, and they can simply select what they like, maybe not this one, but this one, add on some support hours, And then they submit it and send it back to you. And the information they selected in here will get pulled through to their invoice, to their contract, so you don't have to go in and re-enter it. So you simply pass on the selection to them. It's really shopping cart. Yeah, so this is really cool. And then the last thing in forms is the lead capture. This is how all your contact information will come into Dubsado. So you create a form, obviously collect their email address, their names, whatever. You can directly ask them questions, what they're interested in, how they found you, whatever you might want to know. And then you can embed it on your website, really easy, or you just create a link that you can send out in your email and text message, whatever you feel like. And as soon as they submit it, it will come back to Dubsado, will be entered in here, and you'll have created a lead. In the project overview that we just saw, you'll have a lead with all the information they gave you. Then obviously we have email templates that you can work on. The packages that I just showed you in the proposals, you can customize them. We have a scheduler, so maybe some of you already do online scheduling for appointments, or maybe also for like wedding dates or something. It works quite like they all do, like Acuity or Calendly are some of the popular ones. Similar logic. You can only show like 2 weeks of appointments or a whole year, whatever you feel like. You can give them certain time slots, availabilities that you have. You can connect your real calendar, so every meeting that you already have will not be available for them to book. And you can also collect payments before they're able to book. I don't know if you do that, like reservation fees for a specific date or something like this, but it's a possibility. This leads me to payments in general. So you can connect PayPal, Stripe, or Square with Dubsado and directly send your invoices and collect payments through here. That is really awesome. They do not take an additional fee on top of what PayPal already is charging you. So yeah, it's just a really cool functionality to do all that from here. You also have flexible payment schedules, so different installments, due dates, reminders, all that can be sent out from Dubsado directly. Let's go in and I'll show you the project. Here we are, that's the overview that I already showed you. You'll have like the general information on invoices, open payments, contracts, files, workflows on here. If we jump on in now, it looks quite empty, but that's because I just set a new one up. But all your email conversations, all the emails you sent and they reply to will be stored in here. Like the general information is over here. You have custom fields that you can add. You have a client portal. I'm not going to talk too much about it, but basically this allows your client to view everything in one place too. You can easily set it up and then they will get a login. And yeah, similar to what you see here, they will have a tab for emails, all the emails you send, forms where you're still waiting for them to do something on, all that will be very nicely presented to them in one place too. So that's a possibility, but if you don't use it, you just usually like send out normal emails. So let's go back and look at our forms. Okay, so let's use the template again that I showed you before. It's really cool. You'll edit and you have the opportunity again to edit it. So you're not changing the template that we created, but you can go in and change some individual stuff just for this one time, just for this one client. When you're done, save and close. Now you see it isn't sent yet, but we can easily click on send. The email will pop up and that's what it looks like for your clients. I can change it in here. Basically, they will just get a link and when they click on it, then they can fill the whole thing out. So let's send it. And then you will see in your emails, the email that we just sent. Let me grab the link and pop it in here and in your window so you can see it. This is what your client will see. So he has the proposal. He can select the things that he likes. He can fill out the questions. I'm not going to do this now. Upload files. So we click submit and next. And that will lead him right to the contract. So now he gets the contract right with the things that he selected on the previous page. He can sign down here. select date, what's today, 24/9, and then sign. There we go, agree and next. And then he will get, it's loading, loading. Will be taken to his invoice. So then he directly has the invoice, everything without you doing a single thing. So you can print and download. I didn't connect any payment system, but if you did, he would just have a pay now button down there. You could already directly pay it. You can create the payment schedules, as I said before, due dates. You can have different installment types. Everything's possible in here. Okay, and then in here now you will see, if you go back to forms, oh, let me refresh the page. You will see it's completed, the proposal is completed, the contract is signed, the invoice is sent out. So everything has happened in here. Really cool, right? Okay, what else do we have? Appointments, as I said, you can schedule appointments if you activate the scheduler. You have task lists that you can create, general tasks or client-specific tasks. You can organize them in project boards as well. So it's similar like Trello works. You can just rearrange everything so it's nicer for you to look at. You can share tasks with your team or also publish them so your client can see them. All that is possible. And you have internal notes that you can use just for you to note down anything. And you also have an activity log in here so you can see everything that you did and when you did it. Yeah, so that's the main thing I wanted to show you. Now let's talk about some of the other features. You have a dashboard where you have like financial goals, open invoices. The one that we just created is obviously still open. You can add some plans. You can connect your calendar, which I did. You have your financials, your task list, all that in one place. You have reporting features, obviously for your financials, which is cool. You can also connect Dubsado to your bookkeeping. Then you have different possibilities for reporting. So, for example, questions you might ask when a new lead comes in, how they found you, things like this. You can analyze it in here. Yeah, as I said, you have a calendar overview. If you connect your calendar, you will see all your usual appointments, and then everything, all the tasks and invoices and things will be noted in here too. Here's a task list again. I talked about this. You have a time tracker. That's probably not as important for you guys, but if you do hourly work, that's super important too. Obviously, just an address book for all your clients in there. Yep, and then one of the most important things, and that is what Dubsado is really known for, are workflows. So let us talk about this a little more. Okay, generally you can set up anything in a workflow as long as you have a clear picture of your process and what it should look like. So let's come back to our lead capture example from before. You have your form on your website and people can fill it out when they're interested and they select what ceremony type they're interested in. So let's say they select weddings. All the information when they click submit will be stored in Dubsado, and you can have a workflow that says, oh, let's see here, they are interested in weddings, so let's send out my welcome email, wedding related. So you have maybe an info package or questionnaire or whatever that gets sent out immediately without you going in doing anything. And then you can add next steps. So as soon as they fill out the questionnaire, like a next step could come in. Let me show you what that looks like. So you go on the workflow and you have actions. You have different action types. So you can send emails, send forms, create contracts, all those different types. Let's say we send an email and then you say when. You can add fixed dates or you can add relatives dates, like one day after the workflow started, after an invoice is paid, after the contract is signed, before a project end date, stuff like this. So we could, for example, send out regular emails, I don't know, like 3 months before the wedding, 2 weeks before the wedding, 5 days before the wedding, always checking in, asking if there's open things. So that would all be taken care of. Obviously, you would see the reply, and then you go in if you have to do something or not. You can schedule all that stuff out and just take things off your to-do list. The workflow functionality in Dubsado is awesome. It's the best I've seen in different client management systems. But you have to have a very, very clear picture of your process and what you want to happen when and what depends on what and all that stuff. Because otherwise, you're not creating the client experience that you were hoping for, and you might mess up more than you like. So I would recommend starting with templates, what I started showing you in the beginning, because that will already help you a lot with all the administrative stuff. And then once you've worked with Dubsado for a while and you see what's recurring steps, then you go in and set up a workflow for this. Dubsado has a really awesome customer service. So especially workflows, there is so many things that might pop in your mind and questions you might have. Reach out to them. They're really awesome. They have very good introductions to the whole tool. They have a lot of tutorial videos. They have a great, like a chat down here that you can just reach out to people. They also do one-on-one sessions, and I think they offer, when you first get Dubsado, I think they also offer like a white glove thing to switch you over from another system where they already upload all your clients' basic information. I'll have to double check that, I'm not sure. One last thing to talk about is pricing. I think I'm in the US, so it's a little different for you guys, but I think it's $35 a month, $350 for the whole year. They have a great affiliate program, so you can easily grab like a 20% discount if you use someone's link. I have on my own. Let me know if you're interested in that. But the really awesome thing about Dubsado is that you can try it out for free without giving them your payment details or anything. And it's not like a limited 7-day trial, but they let you try it as long as you want until you have more than 3 clients. So if you know someone new is coming on, you might just want to give it a try. Obviously, it takes some time investment on your side to put up all your templates and all that stuff, connect your calendar, your payment system, whatever. But then it can save you a lot of day-to-day work. And especially, it's great to have everything in one place and don't go in your email inbox and start looking for stuff in there. Or copy and paste templates from somewhere, all that. So it's all in here. As I said, I love it. Give it a try. Let me know how it works for you. If you do have questions, pop them in the comments or reach out to me directly. I'm happy to answer everything that comes up. And if it's more specific, and a lot of you ask about it, I can just record a new video and explain it in there. So thank you guys so much. I'm Lena. Great talking to you about Dubsado. Give it a try. Bye-bye.